Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, December 30th. Another phenomenal day for newsletter plays. It's just been a great month for Buy Sell Short plays. Continued again today and is going to continue into the new year. But let's start off with the indice charts. We're looking at the Dow 15-minute chart. Nothing really new here. We continue to ride that trend line support all the way higher. 200-day moving average in this time frame remains support. So we're looking at support around 10,500. Looking at the daily chart, nothing else really. It's just this action that we've seen over the last 3 weeks in the market is just the perfect kind of action you want this time of year for small cap mania. And we've been seeing it over the last couple of days, actually the last couple of weeks. We had earlier in the week that biotech stocks just on fire, and then the last couple of days the China metal plays just on fire. And if you're in the chat room, just some monster winners for us in the chat room. I won't even bother going into them. There was so many. SMH continues to do pretty much the same thing. It's riding its 20-day exponential. Volume ticked up a little today, which is a positive sign. Again, we're looking for volume to break over 10 million for a confirmation of this next leg higher in the market. US dollar has been doing exactly what we wanted to do. It is breaking down 79 as support here, and that has been helping the market quite a bit. You know, we're slowly slogging higher, and it is the end of the year. And tomorrow, expect to see a lot of volatility. You're going to see stocks going on crazy up and down moves, and that's going to be our focus tomorrow, is looking for dips on plays for the snapback next week, first week of January. But let's jump into stock plays. Actually, we're going to start off today with WEST, Akina Solar. Dipshit sellers and after hours here. So if you're able to snag some shares, 50 cents and under, I would do it. West got a NASDAQ listing notice. Zero surprise here. Non-news. This is not news. They've requested an extension like every other company that has. If BCON, which is traded under a dollar for who knows how many years, can get an extension from NASDAQ, WEST is a friggin' lock to get an extension. Moron sellers after hours, probably the same clowns who chase these China metals up 100% today, and they're just going, ah, shit, I screwed up again. Their stupidity, as I mentioned, is our gain. So keep an eye on this. Let's see if we were able to pick some shares off these clowns in after hours. This one, nice little flag setup. And actually, in the earnings or in the release and after hours, WEST is reaffirming its 50% revenue growth for this quarter. Remember, that's the news that sent it up there to 69 cents 2 weeks ago. So, West, nice volume spike yesterday. This one is getting coiled for its January pop move. ZBB, as I've been saying in the chat room, Zaboom. 100% winner for us today. Not too bad for a 3 week play, and continues its breakout move. Next target you're probably looking at 120, and then above that the next real resistance level on that chart is about 140, 150 area. Make sure you have booked at least half or 2/3 profits. It's a 100% winner now. Even if you just jumped in last week, it's a 50% winner. Book half gains. Trailer stops now to 90 to 92 cents, where the insiders picked up shares yesterday. Put your stops where the insiders are. And again, this is another play where the Golden Cross worked perfectly. Now, BNX, banks.com. This is going to be our next 100% mover, I believe, just like MCZ and ZBB have been for us over the last couple of months. Same sort of chart setup. Actually, let me go to a shorter time frame. And the setup I'm talking about that we saw in ZBB and MCZ is the stair step chart, and that's a stock or chart that goes up, consolidates a little, up, consolidates a little, and just continues to do this as it marches ever higher. And you can see that on MCZ. This was MCZ, which we wrote earlier this year. Spike, step, spike, step, spike, step, spike. And then, of course, ZBB has done the exact same thing for us over the last month. Spike, step, spike, step, spike, step, and then just off to the races. So that is what we're looking for on BNX. If you look at the target Oh, gone too far there. If you look at the chart, you can see that BNX has gone on big runs, consolidated, then run a further 8 cents to a new high, consolidated. So if we just go off that thinking, we're looking for at least a move now on this next step up to the 200-day moving average up there at 37 cents. Remember, this is a stock that did this exact same thing last year. It went from 17 cents to 80 cents over the course of 2 months, so there is no reason to think this can't happen again. And the volume has just been fantastic on this one, as you can see on the accumulation over the last 2 to 3 weeks. HNSN, one of our January popper plays, went boom today. We picked more of this one up yesterday on that dip to 137, hit our first target and breakout level at $1.50 plus some today. Again, this is a stock, as you can see, down big in November on obvious tax selling and now has started its bounce. We actually got an analyst upgrade or coverage initiated on HNSN by Piper Jaffray today. They put a $3 price target. That's 100% upside from here. All we're looking for is a move to 165 to 185. Stops right now on solid support right there around the 20-day exponential 137 to 139, but very nice volume on the breakout here today. NEI, our old pal. This, I believe, is going to be our top January popper play. Actually, let me pull this chart out a little. Here we have the 6-month chart on NEI. As you can see there in the summer, it went splat. Lost 50% of its value. It's been consolidating here. Chart looks very, very nice again. And one of the things we've played this one over and over again is on stochastics. Let me scroll down there. Stochastics, when it gets down to the 20 level, it's happened 1, 2, 3, 4 previous times. Each time it's gone boom, 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 boom for at least 20 to 30 cents on each occasion. Here we find it right back down at that 20 level, right at year end, right where the tax sellers are out. All the sellers have been washed out of this one. This one looks really, really good in my opinion. Pound on the table here on NEI. Breakout is 155, and you know, as we've been saying, we're waiting for that move to the 210 area, the 200-day moving average. This is the season where stocks like this can go ballistic. ORS, China plays have really started taking off thanks to the metal mania we've seen over the last 2 days. Breakout here is 20 cents, and we're looking for a move to the 200-day moving average at 26 cents. EAG, here is another forgotten penny stock, and you're going to see a lot of these in the basement stocks start to go boom. It's just a matter of which one and when that happens. All we're looking for is a move to the 200-day moving average. That's up there. You know, 30% gain on this one. Would need volume to pick up so that we can pick up more shares on it. But nice little setup. Stock has had obvious tax selling over the last couple of days. We've had volume really tick up in the last 3 days and people coming in and buying those shares. So that is a good sign. That's what you want to see at the bottoms on these stocks. So that's really it for the update tonight. HNSM, we should see some nice follow through on volume tomorrow. NEI, love the setup here. I know I'm missing a couple of stocks. If you've got any questions, just shoot me an email or hit me up in the chat room. But lots of winners right now. Tomorrow's focus is going to be picking up any dipper plays for the inevitable run next week on a lot of these stocks. And you're going to see a lot of volatility tomorrow, so be prepared for it. That's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.